Stop buying toys until you finish watching this video. Hi, I'm Breen and I'm the founder of Hands On Box and a childhood moment creator. Now, many of us parents have this biggest problem when it comes to choosing a toy. Is this toy right for my child? Will my child play with it more than once? And what if I buy and then my child doesn't like it and it turns into a clutter in my living room? I don't want to buy all these toys anymore, right? What if I tell you there are 3 questions that you can ask yourself to filter out whether if this is the right toy for my child? Now, number 1 is look for the age. Usually it's stated on the box. Find the one that's appropriate for your child. And the second one is, does your child play with it more than once? Usually you will pick the theme that your child likes, like Spider-Man, LOL, Barbies. You know your child loves it and they will play with it more than once. The third one, which is the most important one, is does it create learning purposes for my child? For example, this toy here is stated on the box. It serves your child to learn colors, numbers, and shapes. It helps your child to learn patterning skills and fine motor. So these are some of the good toys that you want for your child. And what is one of the most important learning skills for your child? We call it the cognitive. Cognitive means thinking skills. We want our child to have this process as they are playing, as they are exploring. It sends a signal to their brain and asks them questions to think, to analyze, to problem solve, so that it gives them a result, right? For example, when my child is playing with water play, and all of a sudden the water spill out, and then it sends a signal to the brain and started asking the question, water spill, what should I do next? Should I get a mop to clean it? Or should I ask for help? Or should I just leave it? And then your child start to problem solve there, right? And they think, I should probably get a mop to clean it up. And the result is the action, they take action with the mop and they start cleaning up. Whether or not if it's clean, that's another story, because where do we want to focus on? We want to focus on the thinking process. And what if I tell you there are actually toys at home that you have now that serves all these learning purposes and you just get them for free? I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can create thinking skills in your child. The first one is matching. So this is going to be fun because your child is going to turn into a frog and the frog's tongue is going to catch the insect and match to the correct one. Here we go. There, I got a grasshopper. And so as I'm playing, exploring, then it sends a message to the brain and asks, is this the same color? Do they have the same features? Does it fly or does it crawl, right? And then think, oh, it's green and this is green too. Probably it's the same one. So I match to it. You see the result? They problem solve and they get the result. So matching helps your child to create that thinking skills. And the next one, I love this one because it's sensorial. These are sand, real sand or soil. And what they do is sort. The second one is sorting. So all of us, we have got color cards like this at home. So what I do is I hide all these insects figurines into the soil and my child will have to look for it. They love the sensory, it's tangible, yeah, and they look for one, right? And then they start to think and sort. What color is this? Red. And I go to the red color right here. And then it's fun. I want to keep doing it. And I look for the other one and I start to look and think, it's yellow. Which one is yellow? Okay, this is yellow and I sort it in. So notice when your child is doing this, the focus is there. It keeps them thinking and as they match, the result is there. Okay. That's how you can do matching. And some of you may ask, hey Queen, my child is too old for matching anymore. Colors is just too easy for them. Then that's when you can up the game and create more challenge for them. By this time, they would have some language skills and they can identify what are the ones that can fly, which are the ones that can crawl, and you can do some sorting skills with this here. Yeah. And the next one, the third one that you can create at home is to build something. Right, I have flashcards here and I want to build a butterfly with all these shapes that I have. So how do I do it? So again, your child is exploring and it sends a message to them to think. I reference and say, the head is a circle, so I should look for a circle. Now the body is long, I should look for something long. Could it be this one or this one? I think this one looks more like it. I would go with this. And then again, they start thinking, but this is a long one and this is too short. What should I do next to make it longer? and I think, oh, I should add in one more, right? And then they start thinking again, I want to build the wings. One is big and one is small. You see how the sorting skills earlier on, big and small, and it helps to leverage on these building skills. So they will look for one that is small and the other one that is slightly bigger, and then they build it, right? So for us, sometimes adults people go like, hey, what did you just build? That doesn't look like a butterfly, you know. But what we want to praise, what we want to look and focus into is actually the thinking process. Now, to us, it may not look like a butterfly, but to our children, the thinking process of them trying to figure out the shape of the head, the shape of the body, you know, and they created that in their eyes. That is how it looks like. So we want to praise the process and say, hey, I like how you think and build what you did. That's a very good try. Yeah. So with that, your child will want to keep creating more and more. Yeah. And I hope these skills and these ideas help you to create something out of what you get at home. Or if you feel like, hey, you know, Queen, I'm a working mom. By the time I come out, I don't have time for all this. But I would like my child to explore on this. And if you like to have a shortcut to this, like where to get all these tools, just comment below and say shortcut, and then I'll come back to you. All right. And I'll see you again in the next video.